Okay, so I've been stuck in bed kind of all day with two really sore knees, and my left one is still really sore right now. So if I kind of lose my train of thought a bit more than usual, that's sort of why. Hey guys, welcome back to the show, welcome back to the diary. So yes, not necessarily about knees today, but it's doing well even with the pain. It's just really sore right now. What I really wanted to say and talk about was how the UK is finally starting to open things up again. We've had Barnecots being open for a couple of weeks now. We've had other things being open. Our pubs are still a bit shut at the minute. Our restaurants are still a bit shut. Some cafes have been opened. We've had takeaways open for a while. Things like that have been open and everything else. But what I'm really concerned about is whether or not we're kind of doing it a little bit too quickly. I am glad to see that the pubs and the restaurants aren't fully open at the moment, because it means that everyone's not piling in there and going mad and having one big party. Because at the moment our rule is that we're allowed at each other's places, but we have to be outdoors and we have to be social distancing and we should still be wearing masks and stuff. So that's our rule. That's what our government is turning around and saying to us. But not everyone's doing stuff like that. Not everyone's doing that. A lot of people are still having garden meetups and everything else, and they're still social distancing, so props to those guys. What I'm talking about is people in the street. Not everyone's wearing masks, which is fair enough. Some people can't for some reasons. Health reasons, some people can't wear them, especially during the hot weather when it gets really warm. It's understandable, it gets really hard to breathe, and you can have blackouts, sunstroke, everything in between, all because you're wearing a face mask and blocking that fresh air coming into your mouth, coming into your lungs. But you're also blocking all the nasty, germy gunk from everyone else. So while it's a bit like, you should really be wearing something, it's understandable that people aren't. But it's also the fact that there are people out there that are still, or that are that irritated by how long this lockdown's gone on for, that they're starting to hug people, they're kissing people, they're getting together in larger groups than they should be. We're kind of capped at like 6, 8 people in one general space. There is also the fact that people are itching to go to the pub, itching to go to the restaurant, itching to have a big party and group gathering. And that's not wise. If you're doing it safely, that's fine. When I say that people are hugging and kissing, it's one thing if you're 100% sure that that person has not got any symptoms, or 100% sure has not been anywhere near someone who could have symptoms, will have likely have symptoms, would have been in contact with someone, or could have been in contact with someone who does have symptoms. It's one thing to be doing that at that point, it's another thing to be just doing it for the sake of doing it. What I'm trying to say is, it just feels like some people are going, woo, lockdown, we have some freedom, yay, everything's good now, the virus is gone. No, not really. There is still a good percentage of the population, not just in my country, but in the whole world, that has still got symptoms, that are still suffering with this illness, that have had this illness, that are coming back down from having this illness. I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, everyone that's coming down is definitely still contagious, because I'm not 100% sure on that. But it's still wise to keep out of distance and keep out of contact with anyone that you know is still coming down from this virus, or could have been anywhere near someone with the virus or coming down from it, because you never know when, where and how. Well, you'll never know when and where you'll catch it. You'll know how you catch it, but you'll never know when and where you'll catch it. So it's not wise to be swapping saliva with people, but if your parents and want to kiss your kids that you haven't seen for ages, kiss on the cheek, I reckon, might be. I mean, personally, that's your choice. I probably wouldn't risk it myself, but if you are certain that your kids have been in proper lockdown and proper quarantine, that's your choice. Then that's what I'm trying to say. If you're sure of it, if you're sure it's safe, go for it. But I wouldn't recommend lips or anything like that. But that's just my personal view. That's just my personal recommendation. Just don't go mad. Don't go swapping saliva with anyone in general. Don't necessarily go hugging people, because this virus, it's not just saliva based in terms of how it transmits. Apparently you can still catch it from being 6 feet away just by breathing in the direction of someone, which is why governments are recommending face masks. Stops the breath going in a big clump towards someone. It kind of disperses it, so there's less breath, so there's less chance of it being spread, if you know what I mean. But no, I think I'm going to leave it there, as much as I want to carry on. I kind of, my knee's really hurting, and I kind of want to just relax a little bit and get off this wooden chair. But no, that's it for me today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
Put a little bit of shit, put a little bit of shit, put a little bit of shit, get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another